Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another video, or hello if you are new. Today I am back in Northshore Zoo, finally done with Braywood Farms. That is complete. I just got a short episode for you today where I am building some staff facilities that I desperately needed, and as well as guest facilities. I realized that at some point I did not have any staff buildings anywhere near this upper part of my zoo, which is going to have at least two habitats with Braywood Farm and the fox habitat, which is just the hiking trail. So yeah, I definitely had to put some, buildings up here. I ended up putting, is this a vet surgery? I don't know why I needed a vet surgery. I think I had an injured animal or something. One of my donkeys, maybe. In any case, I ended up putting a surgery facility here, and I figured I would just dress it up as like a ranger station, basically, like a forest ranger station. So yeah, I had it just off the main road, so it is pretty visible to everyone, and made it just a simple kind of loggy wooden cabin type building to showcase the ranger aspect of it. And then the other thing I do in this episode is I also build a bathroom over by the hiking trails for the foxes, because initially I didn't have any buildings there, but then I figured it would be kind of necessary, first of all, but also nice to have just a bathroom facility up there, because it's kind of like a little picnic area, and I just thought it would be, relevant to have that kind of a picnic area bathroom combination up on this little cliffside where you can kind of just like sit around and have a nice lunch and maybe look at some foxes in the distance. And obviously you would be able to see, I think, the town from that area as well. So yeah, with the completion of Braywood Farm, I'm actually basically done with the whole top right hand side of the zoo. I guess if you're looking at it from like the ocean at the bottom and the land at the top, the whole top right side of my zoo is now done. I did go back and add more details to it because it definitely needed some extra details. I've been going through and adding a lot of buffalo grass, which has been really tedious, but definitely helping the overall vibe and how everything looks, just because I feel like I have my settings pretty high, and at a distance all of the long grass that you have in the game vanishes, so it doesn't look very, like, the grass in the ground doesn't look very full, so it just feels bare when you look like through the forest, or whatever, through the little fields, and it's just like really short grass and not a whole lot of plants, because I try not to decorate areas that you won't see all that much, because it's just a waste of resources for the game. But that being said, there's a lot in the zoo that you would see, and so I have been kind of going back through slowly and adding more trees and adding more grass and whatnot. It's not realistic because grass actually doesn't really grow in the forest floor. It doesn't have enough anything. Doesn't have enough sunlight, doesn't have enough nutrients with the trees and some of those more aggressive plants that have to grow in the I was gonna say underdark, but that's a D&D term. That like underbush of the trees, Not a lot of resources there, so all the plants there are like high competing plants. Eventually I will do a realistic, I'll probably just do a diorama. I think I'll just do like one single habitat, maybe of some... Maybe I'll just pick the iconic animals and just make them like a natural habitat diorama. I think that could be a fun video. And I'll go super in depth with my research for the plants and the... Not just like what plants are there, because that's what I did in this Northshore Zoo with my like New England inspired zoo. It's all plants that exist only in New England. Most of them are native. A couple of them were introduced but do grow there now, like without human intervention. They just grow. They're invasive technically, but I tried not to add the, you know, the actual harmful invasive plants to my zoo, because that would be kind of antithetical to my whole philosophy of everything. But yeah, so I think at some point though I will do this little diorama where I actually go in depth and make a little mini ecosystem that is realistic, that has like, you know, decaying plants in the places that you would find them. And one thing I've been trying to do a little bit even with Northshore Zoo is make more realistic forest grounds, not with the plants but with the landscaping, because a realistic forest has a lot of sort of concaves and humps and things on the forest floor, and you get those actually from trees falling. And when the trees fall, it creates like this, you know, raised area that then the trees decay, and it creates this really fertile soil and surrounding area, and eventually the land sort of builds up around these fallen trees, so you get these really nice like hills and dips and whatnot. And it's actually one of the best ways that you can tell a natural forest from a man-made forest is if there's uneven ground on the forest floor. Fun fact for you, I guess. But yeah, I am very passionate about making some realistic, like hyper-realistic habitats at some point, and I definitely will do it. I just think I want to finish some of my sort of overarching projects first, because I've already started some of these projects in Planet Zoo, and I don't want to have to recreate them in Planet Zoo 2. I'd like to finish all my projects in Planet Zoo and then move on. And these realistic diorama things seems like something I could do in Planet Zoo too. But with that, we are just about at the end of the episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I post videos for Planet Zoo every Tuesday and Saturday, and eventually here, hopefully, I will be posting videos for my other games as well. I just have to get back into the mood to play them. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!